All right, welcome back. Thank you for the break time. Star Ashura. So, Witcher, all three, huh? Got all three. Played the first two.
Okay.
What was that experience like?
Somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
Dive right into the
I'll
third.
leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
All right, first trip to the Citadel. We're gonna be here a little while. And with the texture mods we've got, I'm gonna be stopping to look at a lot of things. Not everything will be updated. Lots gonna be.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Some hitching a little bit.
So,
Here and
the
there.
nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Fighting is said to have reached Palaven. Ilium is under attack, although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Palaven. The invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets. According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks
I'm gonna stop to talk to Avina upstairs.
Welcome to
But
Serta.
the one here behaved the same.
Thank you for coming to
Yeah.
Serta. How can we help you? All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
For Ash.
Be safe.
Safe.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here.
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics.
Yes, tell me about my
Docking
ship.
Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Recent intel suggests that the
Dr. Michelle.
hegemony has been
Whoa! Oh, that's a new one for me.
reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy
Yo! I was ready to do it again. There's just a magic spot over here.
Incursions by enemy forces are being
I
reported
should take a sip
occurring in
here. Where's the spot? There's a weird floaty spot. Damn. Hey, hold on. Next time she floats up, I'm gonna see if she drifts again. If I can get her to pause when she's in the air. Oh well. Dr. Chocolates.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How is she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michelle's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor.
What would you have
How
done on
been?
Mars?
Good. I've been fortunate.
Ended more quickly to
When
Ash,
they
I
impounded
guess.
Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors.
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker's still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term as Commander Shepard to a theoretical enemy. The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming.
Patient's stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freyland.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
The invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand it. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
Batarian space. Incursions by enemy forces are being...
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing. To Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. I'll see you soon.
Ilium is under attack. Although the Asari colony...
The piano pieces in this one. My favorites.
We were deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
Hades Gamma Cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Recent intel suggests...
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
I assume this hitching is sort of the level streaming with all the texture mods when it loads a new area. The game size went from about 20 gigs installed to 40 with all the texture mods, so initially it seems when we first get to an area, things were a little choppy. But it seems to settle after just a little bit, a few seconds in a new level, new area. Is this Unreal version 3?
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
That looks good. Oh, looks good. Look at the Colony Life poster.
Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same...
Which one is the Colony Life poster? Is the C-Sec? Do you have a career waiting in internal affairs? Volus are so bouncy. Enigma, Void, not as bouncy as Quarians. Well, maybe comparable. I like watching Quarians bounce myself. Right side. Right is hard with Twitch lag. Over there, we'll make our way over there. Oh, I see it. Colony Life. We're getting there. All right, help me out. What are we looking at? Eden Prime, is it subtitle of it? Oh, it's not that bad. Nice. I'm staring. Where is it? I don't think I've ever noticed or seen that, or had anyone point it out. Not that bad. Colony from ME2. Okay.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion.
Floating in the air, there's a spot that later on when there's an Asari standing here, you can kind of glitch up and over the wall here and then fall down and go walk around with the ragdolls. Paper dolls, not ragdolls, paper dolls. Go walk around with the paper dolls. Hung dolls.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me.
Horizon.
I'm looking for my son.
You got it.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am, but the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll go check, see if it does it again.
You already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet for so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Thank you. You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter-in-law.
No special commands. Again, Daisy. So for some reason it did kind of go into that first person view here, and I don't know why. Might just have been Shepard's placement. Somehow the camera decided it was, I don't even know. I can't really explain it. Somehow the camera decided to pop forward. And we got that nice little first person view. Beat it though. Yep, running a lot. That is correct. First time. I've never used it before. It's good, doesn't it? I kinda wish I'd installed it years ago. How long has a lot been available?
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and
Uniforms.
the Council are denying them access.
Surfaces.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Hello there, Colonel Ty.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace?
Punch or not to
I
punch?
feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. And not even sure why he picked me. Never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here in my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years.
Ah.
No, I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
Good luck making things even tougher. I think I'm good on Insanity. You're trying to bring platinum difficulty for multiplayer, bring some powers, multiplayer into single player. That really sounds pretty interesting. I've never spent any time in the multiplayer. Watched a little bit of it.
For self-preservation, the entire Ralloy delegation has left the Citadel. In parting, Representative Arika said, "We have no wish to battle those who have yet to wrong us, nor have we the capability. The Ralloy plan to destroy all artificial satellites and observation..."
Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Yeah, from the get-go, it's rough. At the end, it's not so rough. For most things. I mean, I get hung up in a few spots in the game, handful of spots in each game, and I think I always will. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes those spots don't go so well.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
The Gidzor. Hey, Gids, thank you for the host. Welcome. Hello. Hope you're doing good. Quarian pilgrim Genvalan Narnima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Genvalan purchased tech, including high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters from several ship service centers. On Ilium, another Quarian pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. The pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests the Quarian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Veil. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with the Geth. Hey, Enigma, thank you for the follow and host. Welcome aboard. Glad you could join us. Gidzor, today's been a good day. Yay, you were playing some Monster Hunter, weren't you? Hope you're having fun. We don't have money for that. And if it weren't for the Scorpion, I would really want the Paladin. But once we get the Scorpion, we're be shooting grenades everywhere. It's an irresistibly fun mechanic. The sound of the projectiles, the delay, the explosions. It's too good to pass up.
Commander, Councilor Udina said you'd be
That gun
coming.
is just...
If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Counselor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By our reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets,
nice threads,
do you really
everyone.
believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan, a blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together, but it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scale is... it would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
You got any plans besides, as we discussed, doing absolutely nothing?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together, now more than ever.
I do hate to agree with
The
Udina.
Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot in the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared.
He got
and
new
we're looking
duds
out
too.
for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Just bland.
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
Told you so.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status.
Thanks.
And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Yeah, Udina got touched up. Quite a bit, too. The previous scene, there was a bit on his shoulder that looked all wonky, but that was the only thing that really stood out to me. Other than that, he just kind of bland colors. I'm not one to talk. So...
The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used.
Commander Shepard! Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Theoretical enemy.
Commander Shepard, Khaleesa bint Seen and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
Oh, what the hell?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Been a while.
Ha! You want some?
You're angry. I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gate.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that?
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here with the elite of the galaxy.
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
They're in for a rude awakening. Every species will fall one by one if they don't work with us.
No shit. Can't believe it's even up for debate.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but...
But?
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, it looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
You could keep it real, too. Yeah.
Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Stay down.
Reports indicate that Earth has
Couldn't resist. It's been a while. I can usually resist.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District office.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
Where's the Spectre Requisitions Office?
The Spectre
Thought it might be more
Requisitions
interesting than
District
that.
Office
I know
is down
where it
the hallway
is.
to your left.
Thanks.
Note that requisition forms are available only to agents whose biometrics are verified and on file.
That's it. Thanks.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Be seeing you.
Incursions by enemy forces.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Well, he's a VI projection, but yeah, pretty sure that hologram had nipples. If that's what you're wondering. You thought this was a Christian stream? Pretty sure Christians have nipples too.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Citadel. This is Docking Bay D-24. Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for routine verification.
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the CERTA Foundation. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate incarceration.
God, Avina looks really cool. It's gotta be modded Avina. It's not her default look, right? I mean, so much detail. And the other shot when she's in focus and you can see all the bits streaming through her.
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D-24. According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about
Symbols that are scrolling by on her.
This is the airlock
Hands
currently assigned
pointing
to the
and
Systems Alliance ship Normandy.
boxes.
If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces.
Time to fully repaint it. Priorities. Priorities. Want to get her uniform colors tweaked, more of that white base with the red stripes. Come back, Shane. Come back. Once a lot, the texture mod's installed. Pretty much done unless you want to restore and install all over again. That one might be something you could still install. Maybe that, but I'm fine with this. Everybody hates this kid. I get it. He doesn't bug me the way he bugs you. Oh.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
Kids, why do people hate the kid? So, I think people would not have hated the kid if they had left it at, it's the kid that Shepard couldn't save and had bad dreams about. You've played through or seen the end of the game, right? Because the kid's gone. The actual kid is gone, and she's dreaming about the kid. And just for continuity's sake, I don't want to get into Endgame extensive conversations about Endgame spoilers, but the kid's, image comes back up again at the end, and it that's why people hate the kid, as far as I can tell. It's only because of where things end up. It's not because there was a kid and he died and Shepard had bad dreams. My thoughts on it.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard? I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Traynor. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Traynor has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, EDI.
Oh, wait. Since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
EDI's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Yeah, he does that.
Requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, EDI, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
With this mod, this texture mod, I'm not sure we need that remaster. I'd still take it, though.
Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it.
This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
Stuff look the background behind Hackett. I think that's updated. And that looks really sweet with the electrical patterns waving over it. Every time I see something like that, I think, wow, that looks really cool. Then I check myself and I think, what if that's the original and I just never noticed it before? Oh, I feel bad for not noticing that before. But I think in most of these cases, these are all just little things that are updated. Panels, scrolling displays, little animations in the background. So much of it's gotten touched up. I'd love to see a point-by-point comparison of what all's been changed in a nice, convenient video, but probably take forever. They've changed so much. Gigs and gigs and gigs of textures added.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
And knowing that a lot of effort was put into the mods such that they were faithful to the original content. Another thing, they've done a great job with that. Really just like suddenly sharpening all the details that have been fuzzy these years. Hey, you green, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a while. Finished 2, we're playing 3, and we're playing with the texture mod for the first time. Talking about that, things look good. Good to see you. I hope you're doing all right. War assets just begun. No Al-Jelani on our side this time. Dr. Cold. SR2. The Alliance took the new Normandy apart and refitted some of its systems with new technology of its own. As a result, the SR2 is the highest performing frigate in the entire Alliance Navy, possibly the fastest ship in its class. Normandy is commanded by Shepard. Well, yeah. Busy with a bunch of stuff, work, side projects, home remodel. How's that going, the home?
If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Gotta check out the ship. Save before we go on the bridge in case we get stuck in the textures. Joker!
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
The whole deal, huh? All good, Joker?
Commander.
Man, everything looks sharp.
at your private terminal.
Sure I do. Special Ops from Hackett. Shepard. Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open the doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. You'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Statement. This letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers, Reg 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You're directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies, and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. Emergency flash traffic. All Alliance military personnel, this is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat conditions Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol system. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol system at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. Alliance News Network Information Partners by Ruxus Aurelius, ANN contributor Citadel. Where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination, and there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Read Ruxus Aurelius's regular column View of the Empire, exclusively on ANN. And from Glyph, Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day. From Alliance Command, regarding Eden Prime. Commander, Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Alright, we'll make our way up to the cabin. Start at the bottom. Cortez!
Lieutenant Steve Cortez.
Good guy, Steve.
Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
We have Cerveza on
So
board.
what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the
Why didn't
Citadel's
someone
economy
tell me?
is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. With my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious
Didn't he just say that,
Mr.
Shepard?
Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident, and practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
He breathed on it wrong and it broke.
Retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Gusty. Alright, we don't need to buy anything at the moment. Just not a lot on the terminal either. Get our first model. Buy it when we see it on the vendor here. Blow cash. Don't even have right now. Wet tissue paper. Yep. So until we get some better weapons, we could do a few upgrades on the ones that Shepard's carrying. Potentially, even if we wanted to try and add a sniper without losing all our weight, we would want to spend on some upgrades. Improved weapon damage, ammo capacity, and weight. The Mantis isn't the one I'd really want to upgrade. But if we do a couple rounds on each of the guns that we have now, they'll get a little better. We might have some more room to play with that. I don't know how much weight's going to come off. I don't know if it's worth spending on the Mantis, but let's not. Let's not. Let's just look at this for a minute. We're already at 200. Picked up any pistol mods. They're a bit lighter than they were from the upgrades. But if we add a sniper, instead of going down to, what was it, 30 something, 38%, now take us to 67. If we upgraded the Mantis a couple times, put a little more in each of those starter guns, yeah, I mean, we might get up over 100% without too much trouble. Ration mod. If we have ever used that. Extended barrel. Well, let's do this. Let me see. Not you. Feeling this is a waste, but I want to see what happens with a little more weight coming off of that. 84, 67 to 84. I think we'd get up over 100 if we upgraded all of them again, but then we'd be spending pretty much the rest of our coin just to be carrying a sniper that I'm probably not going to use. Gila Salai! Hey, Iceman! It is good to see you. Here's, how's your ME3 playthrough going? Yeah, I don't want to carry that sniper right now if it's gonna weigh so much. Travel light. Man, do you travel light? We'll save the rest of our coin. It's laying around. Some of our models are laying around. Model freighter. There's one in the back. We haven't talked to James yet either. A model Quarian. You're at 200% SMG and pistol, that's all. That's how I usually roll. Sometimes, you know, depending on the weight of the weapons, letting it get down to about 180. But between 180 and 200, there's that sweet spot. You're loving the Vanguard? Do some crazy things, can't you? Charging all around places you shouldn't be.
Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. I'm going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
I did just come to chat, but I might stay for the show.
Have to work harder than that if you want me to blush. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Oh, I can dance.
She can't dance.
Lola. Let's do this.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
You remind me of my old CO.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire Collector homeworld.
Gonna hold that against me?
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
No.
Unlicensed.
That stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are,
Fire.
we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
Lola, huh?
You kind of look like a Lola.
You're cute. So I'll let you get away with it. For now.
That's it. Now you made me blush.
Such a flirt. More back here, right? Yeah, the shuttles look good. Man, everything looks good. Wish I'd installed that years ago. Ace Man, if you're still there, did you ever play with the A-Lot texture mods? Any others? Yeah, first time. Loving it. So good. We're lucky. Ah, we just missed him. Oh, got him on the first try! Yeah! Captain, awesome! He's back! What would the ship do without his real captain? That would be our space hamster, Captain Awesome. Oh, first try. Nice. But you can always go back and get him. He will come back. He's not gone. I've never got him on the first try. That's... Hey. Adams, you have so much charisma, I don't know what to do with myself.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, EDI. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
How much do you get for not punching Al-Jalani? Because I couldn't resist this time. Wesley. Caden. Jenkins. Look. Probably made the Elcor cry out of boredom, I'm sure. He played almost pure Paragon. Sometimes you just gotta punch someone in the face. So nice to have things sharpened up everywhere. Yeah, just a smidge. Just a smidge. This was Thane's room. Looks just like yours. Ah. Smidge is nice. I want to see what's in that thing. And check out the entertainment chair. Miss B, same there, just a smidge. Iceman, you just did Surkesh and the 2 non-priority missions on Tachanka on Sunday. Tachanka. Dr. Chocolates.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus
I cough?
grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
I guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
You never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them.
Good outlook.
No, I don't regret it one bit.
How's their inventory of meds?
One bit.
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Dr. Eva. What is up with those feet? What are those things she's wearing that look sort of like heels, something between heels and hooves? What's up with that? Backwards. Potentially problematic. Maybe her knees bend the other way.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Or knew that would happen.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Yeah, Glyph came from the Shadow Broker's office.
Go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Whole worlds are being lost to the Reapers. What more will it take?
Who knows? Hell, maybe the Council's just taking petty revenge for Shepard hanging up on them all those years ago.
Wait, Shepard did what?
Yeah, I meant to tell you about that.
Some dark matter. Hello? Hello?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent Shadow Broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Do the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
We are.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable.
This will be difficult even for us.
Isn't it great?
If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt. Shepard, there's something I need to ask before we go any further. It's been years since we were together. Are you still interested in
You really
us?
have to ask? You know how much work it took to get back here to you, Liara?
I didn't forget you, Liara. I want to make us work.
Good. I was getting worried.
Yeah, you worry
there
too
are
much.
a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list, but later. There's so much left to do.
But
I'm working with EDI. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later?
Maybe later? Come on. Come on. The scene after Shadow Broker is one of my favorites in the series. It's so quiet. It's tasteful compared to, BioWare just drops the balls all over the place on their sex scenes. But that one, which isn't really, is just it's quiet, it's intimate, and it's just right. Really got that one right. Armor mod kit. Baron has persuaded his contacts. Ammo or shield? I'm gonna stack some of the shield upgrades. But Liara, the blanket looks so comfy now. But the bed.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Prothean notes 2171 to 2185. Glyph, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device. 2171. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Draytrop. Draytrop. Very exciting. Professor Hanel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment. Thesis on Prothean First Contact Protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Joshon was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. 2183, Part 1. I'm going on the Therum expedition. Never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Part 2. Goddess. This human, Shepard, has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual, subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Brokers footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Message from Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems. He's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker?
Hello again, Shepard.
I didn't really want to leave. What's going on?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the Elusive Man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
The spaceship is never meant to be space-worthy.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
Okay.
So is that drone your new secretary?
Glyph is a VI shell that indexes my search functions on the data feeds. I couldn't work without it. Although I'm lucky EDI let Glyph on board after it tried to rewrite her scheduled tasks.
I was merely attempting to standardize the ship's automated systems to our own, Dr. Tassoni.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
So, we're lucky that all the blueprints survived, but absolutely no descriptive information.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Like a programmer who leaves absolutely no notes in their code. What was this function? Hell if I know. Captain Awesome! Yeah, agreed. Even not being a programmer, I know it does happen a lot. I'm very stubborn about not caring, about not noting things, but depending on who you work for, you may not have a choice. Besides, better to note things. Comment, comment, comment. Hey, let's get that armor dyed here. Up any pieces here for melee arms. Come back to that. Quite a few choices. I'm trying to get it as bright and there. Rotates fine and all. I want to zoom in a little bit on it. I wish we could zoom in. 5 materials, and it's really hard to tell what the material differences are like from this distance. Less shiny, more shiny. Pattern, yeah. Either the default or a little extra color. Lights. Couldn't get the suit as bright white as I wanted. Maybe we'll go with white lights instead of red lights. Oh, start there. Field regen. That's speed. Field regen. I don't know. That. Thus, BioWare decreed there shall be no zooming. Do we get to go somewhere? Almost. Almost. Trainer. We haven't spoken to Trainer since she barged in on.
Come to check on your new recruit.
And Liara. That was cool.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can count on anywhere being safe right now.
Quite true, Commander.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Carry on, Specialist.
Woohoo! We get to go somewhere finally. Finally! We aren't going that much longer, though, tonight, so where are we going? We may not have a stream tomorrow. I haven't put things on the schedule yet, except I think I put Thursdays on. We might have one Wednesday. We will probably have one Thursday, but tomorrow and Friday are up in the air. So we'll just have to see what happens. We won't head to Palaven today. And the artifact is Javik. We're not gonna start with that. But actually anything else really waiting for us though, is there? Cerberus lab. We can do the Cerberus lab. Let's do that. We can do the Cerberus lab. And then when we pick back up, we'll head to Palaven. Search and rescue. Graded scanning pulse. And it will alert the Reapers.
I found something.
There's no fuel or anything in the here. Now, if we alert the Reapers here and they start coming, but then we go to the Cerberus lab, they'll be cleared when we get back. Watson is known in human media for two things: its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle there first. Watson is a garden world first discovered in 2165 CE, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. The Systems Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition in cities comprised of populations from each nation. Watson itself trends colder than Earth, with a temperature zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. Its life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placental mammals, others are overrun by arthropods. It is estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenozoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species on the planet. Oh yeah, things are different now. I almost started doing a full-on ME2 scan. Really, if there's a pointer, we go to the pointer, otherwise we're scanning whole planets at a time. Launch probe! Javelin missile launchers acquired. It is so nice, although I find scanning in ME2 kind of calming at times. It's also nerve-wracking when you've done too much of it. Or not. Alright, so the Reapers are going to alert here. Hey, there's fuel. We will grab it on the way back.
Signal confirmed.
Lena, Cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of a metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer and the machines would have been worn down to nothing by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Yeah, once you're sitting on a couple 100,000 of all the resources each for EZO, where you don't need as much, pretty well good. The hardest part is restraining myself from needing to poke each planet so it says 100% in the systems, and it's just hard to resist being obsessive about it. This playthrough we just went through ME2, that's as good as I've ever done at resisting the urge to keep scanning after I had what we needed. Wow, 700k. Yeah, you know the feels. Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage: just because it's a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Is this one in this description of Sanctum? Is it also in Mass Effect 2 for some reason? The same description? I want to say it is. I just read it in the past couple weeks. I haven't played ME3 in over a year, and I know I read the description more recently. Let's see, who should we bring? This is my favorite outfit for Liara. Take a quick look. Has some others, and they're not bad looking. The blue and white. Names. Damn. Eevee. Put him in like power armor. You see that, you hear planet cracking and think Dead Space. Yeah, that one's due another play sometime. Okay, 200%. I'm not gonna mess with that for now. So we could squeeze something else in there. I don't really know if there's a point in giving an accuracy mod to a companion in their weapon, but never really understood that, how that functions. Doing with your points there.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
At the end of this mission, when you get the pickup, it's one of those where if you can get to the shuttle and tag it, you don't actually have to clear all the enemies. You can run past them in theory and get to the shuttle. But on Insanity, just getting from up here to the shuttle when you're being shot at from all directions is... well, I think I've pulled it off, but we'll probably clear every last thing before heading to the shuttle.
Understood.
Sure thing.
Boo. So our first artifact is down here, but just looking at the mini-map. Actually got charged. Or we can't pick it up until we clear. Flanked and probably dead, unless I'm gonna have to use what I got. Shit. All right, help me out here, Liara. Shepard's not doing so well. Show me how it's done. Oh, dove into nothing. Oh, I'm dead. You see this? I'm dead twice. If the grenade doesn't get me when I roll out, I'm dead from fire anyways. Oh, Shepard! I love the roll in Mass Effect 3. Well, someone could mod that into 2. Always insanity. Do obliterated enemies drop loot? Hey, Jack, they don't, You mean like ammo? Do they drop clips? I don't think it affects whether or not they drop clips. I don't know why. I always think the first one is the one down there. It's the one right up here.
Well, that's weird looking. Guess we found it.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad. Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
James, what are you doing down there? Get up here.
Roger that.
I don't want to be here anymore. I let him flank me, which is bad. James, move. Should have pushed into the building. Just decided to come out here for a fight. Them moving in here. I'm not in a very good spot. Hey, Claire. It's good to see you. The engineer. That's Liara. There you are.
Signature is new to me.
Thanks, James. He's timing on the carnage there. James, why don't you be a little proactive here? The carnage didn't fire. I might have had the reticle off target. Or it could have just been that I was already dead when I had the power wheel up.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like having your back to the wall.
Never said it would be easy.
Got it.
Roger that.
I don't want you guys up there dying. You're already up there dying. So get back, get back. Yara, you are not where you're supposed to be. Oh, I didn't. I walked right into the grenade. Ah, did you see it before it happened? I didn't see it. Did you see it? Nice. Grenades are so lethal. On
Heading back to you now.
Insanity. They're just. Ah. Wow.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Hey, Bob. Dead, dead, dead.
Never said it would be easy.
So wrecked. There it is. Back, back. Oh. Oh, we've got energy drain, not throw mapped right now. Keep swapping those. Why am I in this spot? It's a terrible spot. Shit. Shields drop faster in Mass Effect 3, don't they? On Insanity, compared to 2. Thank you for not screwing that cart. I think I'm dead again. Let's see if we can get the, get him with that, but I could try it. Fucking I'll heal. End up using the Metagel? No. Okay. Nice angle.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaged. Multiple targets.
Lieutenant!
Hey, Commander.
Just stay focused. Keep at it.
Didn't like that. Ah, damn. Is that the shuttle coming in? Is that what I'm hearing? So if they're all up in the room up here, it's possible we can make a run for the shuttle if it works out. Shepard! Someone down on the platform, I think.
Cortez, do you copy?
I hope he's still alive.
You'll make it. Let's just keep the landing pad clear.
Oh, yeah, it's not clear, that's for sure. Oh! Not only that, but we're not clear up here. Somebody just took out... Who, what, where? That should have pulled him because it was from behind. Some bullshit. Oh. Singularity lasted a nice long time, though.
Heading for extraction point now.
Theory. Gotta get my girl up. Shit, and they just flanked me. Not cool, guys. Not cool. Oh! Out of here. Metagel. Just forgot about it.
The only lead to Metagel advances for him.
Yeah, that's right. Let's stop and talk about it.
Only Cerberus would call that a failure.
Nice shots. No! Not again. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. The landing area is not clear, though. Let's see. We're out of here. Said I wasn't going to run out. We were going to clear them all, but we had an opening.
Our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
I'm going to take it.
What is Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
All right, that's a good start to 3. Reminder, we are probably not going to have a stream tomorrow, and we may have one on Wednesday, but I've planned one for Thursday. It's Tuesday and Friday that are really up in the air because of Saturday being the healthcare sign-up deadline. I've got to deal with some things related to that after some other work, so there it is. There it is. Thank you guys for joining me today for the start of this. See you all on the flip side. Cheers to all of you. If you're new here, welcome aboard. Thank you for the host love, sub support. Keeping the lights on, you guys. Thank you for that. Cheers. Bob, you're welcome. Green Leader, Claire, Jack, Chatters, Lurkers, Lovers all. Iceman, it was good to see you. Anyone else still lingering out there? See you on the flip side. Good night.